What does it mean when a gunman opens fire near one of the most secure research centers in the United States and a respected police officer loses his life in the line of duty? This is a chilling question facing Atlanta today after an armed man launched a terrifying attack near Emory University and the headquarters of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The incident began with sudden reports of gunfire striking multiple CDC buildings, sending shockwaves through the campus and surrounding neighborhoods. Witnesses described loud, rapid shots and the unsettling sight of shattered glass raining down from bullet-punctured windows. In moments, fear gripped students, faculty, and CDC employees as the sound of sirens filled the air and emergency alerts lit up phones across the area. Emory University wasted no time issuing a campus-wide lockdown alert urging everyone to run, hide, fight, and avoid the affected area at all costs. People scrambled into classrooms, offices, and secured hallways, unsure of how close the shooter was or whether more violence would erupt. The CDC, one of the most tightly monitored facilities in the nation, also went into full security lockdown. For those inside, the realization that such an attack could happen here was both shocking and deeply unsettling. Many described the atmosphere as one of tense silence, punctuated only by muffled police commands and the distant hum of helicopters overhead. Law enforcement officers, including local police, campus security, and federal agencies, swarmed into the area within minutes. Their focus zeroed in on a CVS store at Emory Point, where the suspect was believed to be hiding. Witnesses reported a flurry of tactical movement as heavily armed teams positioned themselves around the building, preparing for potentially deadly confrontation. The standoff was intense but relatively short. On the second floor of the store, the situation reached a deadly conclusion. The suspect was killed, though authorities have not yet confirmed whether this was a result of police gunfire or a self-inflicted wound. Tragically, in the exchange of gunfire, DeKalb County Officer David Rose was struck and fatally wounded. Known among his peers as a devoted and selfless public servant, Officer Rose was also a 33-year-old father of 2 young children, with a 3rd child on the way. His death has left an irreplaceable void not only within the police department, but also in the wider Atlanta community. Colleague recalls his unwavering dedication to keeping people safe and his ability to remain calm under pressure, qualities that defined him until his very last moments. His sacrifice serves as a painful reminder of the risks officers take every single day. In the midst of the chaos, there was at least one silver lining. Despite the high-powered gunfire and the proximity to public spaces, no civilians were physically harmed. Perhaps the most heart-stirring relief came when 92 children, who had been inside the CDC daycare facility during the shooting, were safely evacuated and reunited with their families. For anxious parents waiting outside police barricades, the sight of their children being let out by officers was an overwhelming moment of gratitude and emotion. In total, 4 other individuals required medical attention, not for bullet wounds, but for the severe stress and panic that accompanied the unfolding events. If you're finding this coverage helpful and want to ensure more people get clear, fact-based updates, now is the perfect time to like this video, drop a comment with your thoughts or questions, and share it with others. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss vital news stories like this. The entire incident, from the first 911 calls to the final all clear, lasted roughly an hour and a half. Once the area was secured, multiple agencies including the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, and local police began combing through evidence, gathering witness statements, and analyzing security footage to piece together the exact sequence of events. Early reports suggest that the suspect may have harbored personal grievances or beliefs linked to the COVID-19 vaccine, with some family members claiming he thought it had made him ill. Investigators are treating these claims with caution, ensuring that any conclusions are grounded in verified facts rather than speculation. Community leaders have stepped forward to address the city in the wake of the tragedy. The mayor of Atlanta commended the bravery and rapid response of first responders, emphasizing that their swift action prevented what could have been a far greater loss of life. The governor of Georgia extended condolences to Officer Rose's family and pledged full state support for the investigation. Across social media, tributes have poured in from citizens and officials alike, painting a picture of a man who embodied courage, commitment, and compassion. Eyewitness accounts continue to emerge, offering glimpses into the confusion and fear of those who lived through the attack. Students have spoken about hiding in darkened classrooms for what felt like endless minutes, clutching their phones and whispering updates to loved ones. Workers inside the CDC described the moment alarms blared and security doors sealed, locking them into rooms that, for a time, felt like lifeboats in a storm. For many, the sound of gunfire so close to one of the world's leading health institutions was surreal, almost unthinkable. Images from the scene tell a stark story. Rows of police vehicles with flashing lights, armed officers moving cautiously between buildings, bullet-scarred walls on the CDC campus, and distraught faces in the crowd of evacuated civilians. Each photograph captures the magnitude of the day's events and the emotional weight carried by those who responded and those who endured. For the people of Atlanta, the attack will likely be remembered not only for its violence, but also for the resilience and unity it inspired in its aftermath. In the coming days, investigators will work to uncover the shooter's full background, motives, and movements leading up to the attack. Security experts may also review protocols to determine whether changes are needed to protect high-profile facilities like the CDC and Emory University campuses from similar threats. The community, meanwhile, will continue to rally around the Rose family, offering support through memorial services, fundraisers, and public tributes. As the dust settles, the city faces a difficult process of healing, honoring the fallen, and addressing the questions left behind. But if this tragedy has shown anything, it is that even in moments of fear and uncertainty, acts of courage and compassion shine through, from the officers who charged toward danger to the strangers who comforted each other in the chaos. For Atlanta, and for all who have followed this story, it is a day that will not be forgotten.